coming up next.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Wilson to throw right away. Buying time to his left. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Play action. Now Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Wilson. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. This one taken just inside the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by a young man making his first NFL start. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. There to knock that one away was the safety, Amani Hooker. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Swinging this out for Pollard. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker, and the Jets are going to take possession of the football. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They go play action with Wilson. sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it. Because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On second down, a run with Hall. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. He's piloted 2 drives so far, and unfortunately not very well piloted. Both led to interceptions. Now they're facing the deficit. Another touchdown after that previous pick. Starting over here, 1st and 10. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions. And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know what they've always said? I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled. And he powers through the first lane, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's pulled in at the 32. 14 0 the score. This is the NFL. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch,
This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 is your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is, just depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
A good pickup there, a 22. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. There's Wilson to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Man open left side is Brown. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Back to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins from 3 yards out. And the Eagles get a bit closer. Elliott good with a PAT, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Take it in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. But once again, here comes Garrett Wilson in the Jets offense. He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the 2nd quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you, because you're always wanting to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team. How do you press him, double him, triple him, all those things. But the best players show up each and every week in solid games and some spectacular ones.
He has shown up time and time again. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, that's complete. It's Elijah Moore. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And taken right on the 30. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
2nd down and 7.
Ready.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. This is taken in by McBride. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Let's go.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. Well, hit, and he lost it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Well, I see what they were trying to do there. You pop up your holder, roll him out. You got the option to run or pass. This didn't work.
Not at all. The communication was excellent defensively to make sure that receivers were covered as they escaped from the line of scrimmage, because that's supposed to be a surprise to everyone, and that's how they get free. People forget their assignments on defense. That didn't happen. And think about the guy rolling out with the football, looking for an open person. No one there.
Helpless feeling.
Helpless, because that gap between you and defenders now is going to close, and close quickly.
Flushed out right. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Again, Wilson. And he'll be brought down at the 27. So we've reached halftime. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Second and 1. It's complete to Brown, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 47 yards. And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Elliott good on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense and Garrett Wilson headed back out. So far he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. Jordan Davis in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now it's Wilson. That's caught right side by Mims. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. On third down, Wilson. Steps over that. He's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Eagles offense and A.J. Brown headed back out there. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Able to get this one to McBride. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 30 before it's all said and done. They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And apparently not liking what was taking place, so he'll just tuck it and take the sack. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Hall to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Here's Wilson. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 21. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And New York set to take the field. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Wilson getting right back to it after the pick-6.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Play action. Now Wilson. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Jordan Davis able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. This pass complete. He finds Jeremy Ruckert. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They go play action now. Wilson rolling, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch it. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Here's Wilson to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. And that is no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Again, that's Watkins. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Red, cycle. Hurry, hurry.
Back to throw again. And one more time, that's Watkins. And now they're in the hurry up. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Touchdown! Trey McBride, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They go play action with Wilson. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Play action. It's Wilson. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. This pass complete to Ruckert. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 44-yard line. Now Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Wilson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape.
And he is going to be taken down. Rake out. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They'll give to Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double digits.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Philly. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. 3rd down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Eagles. Quez Watkins, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Wilson to throw. Able to find Mims. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are likely going to win it. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. First carry for James Conner. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. 30, 10, and we are tied. They return it to the house. And now Charles, the extra point, can give them the lead.
And they did it on defense. What a play.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
Hey, Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and bottom line is protect the football, just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points, but that doesn't mean it has to go that way.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's got to build off